Hey guys, how's it going? It's the Jers here. So today we're going to be looking at a rarely used block, the jukebox. So most of the time people use jukeboxes just to play music, which is pretty interesting, but today we're going to be looking at something a little bit more interesting. So what we're going to be looking at today is what happens if you put a comparator behind a jukebox. As you can see here, when you do so and place a record in, a length redstone signal is produced. And the length of this redstone signal fluctuates depending on which disc you place in. In this jukebox, for example, we have the disc 13 in, and it gives us a one long redstone signal. However, over here, we have cat, and it gives us a 2 long redstone signal. And this goes all the way up to wait, which gives us a 12 long redstone signal. So the reason this is interesting is because that means depending on which record we put in the jukebox, we can make something different happen. And so if we come over here to our hallway of intrigue, depending on which record we place in this jukebox, different things will happen. So first we're going to start out with the record chirp. As you can see, this secret door to our base opened on up. We take it out and it closes back up. Next we're going to try blocks. When I place blocks inside it, this trapdoor open, or not trapdoor, this secret chest is shown. And then if we put in a record that exceeds the required redstone signal length to open up our secret door, we have a lava trap that opens up. And if you put in a disc with a redstone signal length that is less than the amount that it takes to open this door or reveal this chest, nothing will happen. So it's a relatively secure way to hide your entrance. The only way that someone's going to really get in is if they put in the exact number. And since there's a lava trap here, they will die to that instead of being able to get into your base. And if you guys find this build, the Hallway of Intrigues, interesting, I will do a tutorial on it. I'm going to cut this redstone probably in half before I do the video. And I am also going to move the jukebox over to this corner so that they do indeed fall down the trapdoor. However, if you guys are not interested in me making a tutorial on this, I don't think I'm going to make it too much smaller. But please leave me a message in the comments if you are interested. And so the main concept that this design runs off of is the idea that when we put in a music disc, we only want one type of disc to activate our piston. However, if you see here, put in chirp, it activates our piston. Put in this one, it activates our piston. So we do not want that. So we need some way of cutting off this redstone signal. And if we look over here, this is one way to do it. So we have the normal line going out here to our piston. The only real difference is that we have a comparator in subtract mode and a block to power that comparator. So if you place a comparator down normally, you have to right click on it to put it in subtract mode so that light will light up. And so right here you can see we need a 3 long redstone signal to fire this piston. And blocks does indeed have the 3 long redstone signal disc. So we place it in, you can see our piston extends. However, if we place chirp inside our jukebox, which is a 4 long redstone signal, the line lights up, however the piston does not fire. And the reason this occurs is because when we place the disc in, the signal travels through this repeater, down the line, into this repeater, and then locks up this comparator in subtract mode, cutting off the signal so it will not go to this piston. There it is. And so that is the concept that powers this machine here. And over here we have another example of how you could do it. So you can be really creative and figure out all sorts of ways to make this setup. So here, the biggest thing to look for is the line that goes to your piston. It always needs to be one shorter than the line that locks up the comparator. So as we see, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is good because this line is locking up the comparator and this line is going to the piston. So if we see, so since this is 1, 2, 3, 4 for the piston to go, and chirp is exactly 4, it worked. But if we put in, for example, 11, which is actually 11 redstone long, the signal that is, nothing happens. Perfect. And that's pretty much the end of the tutorial, guys. So if you would like me to do the tutorial on the hallway of intrigue, just write it in the comments and I'll have it out in the next couple days. And if not, well, thank you for watching and have a great day.